So this probably isn't, in this context, going to sound wildly different than the tones one. Yeah, that's not going to sound great. Beats is going to sound the best probably here. So texture can also be good for if you have like a whole track, but it's not the best option for a whole track. There's a better one. I'll tell you that in a second. Repitch is kind of a different animal. It almost doesn't belong in this list, but it's here. So I'm going to tell you what it is. Repitch is classic, the old school way that we changed the speed of something was by slowing it down and speeding it up. And when we did that, the pitch would go down and up with it, right? Imagine you've got a record, right? You want that record to play slower. You're going to put your finger on the record, right? And the pitch is going to go down as you slow it down, right? Repitch basically is going back to that. It's saying like adjust the pitch the same way you adjust the tempo. Okay, so it's going to, if you warp something a lot, it's going to mean the pitch is going to go all over the place. This is really kind of more of an effect than anything. I haven't found, very few times have I found a really practical use for this, but it's kind of fun sometimes. Okay, so it's going to be really low because we're slowing it way down. Right, so it can be kind of funny. Okay, then we get to the last two, Complex and Complex Pro. So these are best for full tracks. If a track, if you pull in like a whole song that's already mixed, Complex or Complex Pro. Here's the difference. Without getting like too much in the weeds on these, Complex is good for whole tracks or complicated things. Complex Pro is better for everything, but it's going to eat up a lot of your processor speed. So I could select Complex Pro here, but if I had like 20 tracks and I was doing Complex Pro on all of them, I'm going to crash my computer probably not, but I'm going to slow my computer down a whole lot because Complex Pro requires a lot of juice. It's going to sound the best, right? It's pretty accurate, but I can only have a handful of tracks doing that at a given time. So if you need to use Complex on a lot of tracks, use Complex. If you've only got it on a few tracks, use Complex Pro. Okay, so always start with these top three and see if you can get away with using those. If it can sound really good with any of those, then you're in good shape. If you need something extra, go down to Complex Pro. I hardly ever use Complex and I hardly ever use Repitch. So those are kind of the four that I go to use all the time.